The waves rolled in gently that morning, as if nature herself had no idea what she was about to take. Costa Rica, a place where peace meets paradise, had turned into a graveyard. And floating somewhere between the beauty and the tragedy was a name that once symbolized Black brilliance, resilience, and defiance. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, 55, gone.
I think I was very fortunate coming out the gate with Cosby, which put me in a position where, and because I've always had a good team around me, I've always been in a position where I've had the luxury of being meticulous about the kind of roles that I choose. My mom was really instrumental in getting me to understand the concept of longevity, the concept of being versatile within this business, because she would always say, if you look at anyone in this business who's had longevity, there are times when they've been hot and times where they've not been hot. You have to decide what you're going to do during those times when you're not hot, so you're not making desperate action choices. I've been fortunate enough to I've always had the financial wherewithal to be meticulous about the kind of work that I do. So I have a body of work that I will never have to be embarrassed by. Now, there may be some work I might be embarrassed because I might have been whacked, but there's nothing in my body of work that I'll ever have to be embarrassed in that I misrepresented my people, or I have continue to perpetuate stereotypes of our people. I've been very fortunate to be able to, pick and choose. I've never had to take a role that I felt would compromise my soul.
They say it was drowning, that it was an accident, that it just happened. But when someone like Malcolm falls, people don't just grieve, they wonder. Because men like him don't fade quietly. They're not supposed to vanish under waves without questions echoing louder than the silence they leave behind. The world knew him as Theo Huxtable, the teenage son with a smirk, quick wit, and soft rebellion that made him the heartbeat of The Cosby Show. But the man behind the role was far deeper. A storm hidden behind controlled calm. A thinker, an artist, a protector of legacy. He wasn't just playing roles, he was making statements. In an industry designed to break Black men down into palatable caricatures, Malcolm resisted. Not loudly, not violently, but surgically, silently, with intention. His career, his choices, his rhythm, all choreographed like a man dancing between fire and ice. He knew exactly what he was doing. He wasn't after fame. He was building something else. Respect, legacy, dignity. He spoke of longevity like it was war, like it required strategy, patience, and the refusal to bend when everyone else was snapping in half for the camera. His mother had taught him well. She told him, "This industry will love you when you're hot and ignore you when you're not. What you do during the silence will define you more than anything else." And Malcolm listened. He didn't chase roles for clout. He turned down scripts that mocked his people. He never wore a costume of stereotypes just to trend. Every line he delivered, every character he embodied, it had to mean something. Or he walked. It made his journey slower, less shiny, less viral, but it made him clean. And in Hollywood, that kind of discipline is dangerous. So when he died, suddenly, quietly, without fanfare, it didn't feel right. People whispered. They always do when principled men disappear too soon. Because when you're not playing the game, sometimes the game plays you. And while the world was still mourning, still processing the loss, another voice, younger, raw, trembling but unbroken, cracked through the surface. Chloe Bailey. She sat in an interview, her eyes damp, her words fragile, but her truth sharpened like a blade. She spoke about a film, Sinners. But it wasn't just a movie to her. It was a mirror.
Did you see Sinners? Yes, I saw Sinners. It was phenomenal. I absolutely freaking loved it. Can I be honest? After Sinners, I cried. Do you want to know why I cried? Yes or no? Or you're just like, Chloe, you cried because you're a crybaby. Just tell me. Okay, so I think anyone who it just reminds you so much of the industry, right? And it's like, you could have a gift like he did with his guitar. And like they said, when he's singing, he's honoring his ancestors and uplifting and all of that, but then it also attracts the not good. So it's like, in order for him to be successful, the vampires were telling him he has to sell out so that he could be, so that he could live forever and his music could live forever. And it's exactly like things that I see and go through every day. And that's why I just like broke down crying, because it was showing like the people who decided not to go to the other side, they were in there fighting for their lives. They were in there going through it. While the ones who did give in, they were outside celebrating and having a good time and got things quicker and things like that. So the reason why Sinners resonated with me so much is because it's something that you see every day. And no matter how hard you work, no matter how good of a person that you are, no matter how talented you are, sometimes that's not enough to get you places that you need to be. And that's why Sinners, like, I was crying right after, because I feel like anyone in the industry could really resonate with it. And it also showed that what you have to give negativity permission to be inside. And as long as you don't invite it in, you'll be okay and safe. So that's why I really resonated with Sinners. And I thought it was so beautiful. I thought it was done so beautifully. And I'm just really proud of everyone who was a part of it. And I even cried when he was singing in the bar, and you see all the different, the history, all of the ancestors that came before us, that he wouldn't have been there to make music and play his guitar without the ones that came before him. So I feel like anyone who has a gift and has something that they truly, truly love, but feels like it's not coming to them in the time that they want it because they're moving in the right ways where they don't give in, it's harder. And then you have so many things tempting around you, like the vampire. So it was so deep. It was so deep. That's the reason I cried for a whole hour after.
A musician gifted beyond his time, offered success by vampires, but at a price. His soul. It echoed everything she'd been feeling, everything she'd been offered, everything she'd been resisting.
She cried.
Not because the story was sad, but because it was her story. Chloe is no average artist. She's a creator, a composer, a technician of talent. She doesn't just sing, she builds sound. Doesn't just perform, she embodies pain. But despite it all, despite her arsenal of gifts, the spotlight doesn't hug her the way it should. And she knows why. She said it plainly. The ones who resist the darkness, they suffer. The ones who embrace it, they dance in riches. Every day, temptation. Every day, offers. Deals.
Doors.
All she has to do is say yes. But she won't. She said, I won't sell my soul. Not for numbers. Not for fame. Not for fast-forwarded success. And just like that, the industry put her on slow mode. Others with less fire get the headlines. Others with less honesty get the awards. Chloe watches it happen in real time. Streaming numbers that don't make sense. Promotion that mysteriously disappears. A wall around her growth built brick by the very system that once praised her talent. But the vampires never went away. They just got quieter, smarter, more patient. And when she refused, they did what they always do. They stepped back, smiled, and waited. Because they know that hunger makes the purest hearts desperate. That silence can feel like punishment. That watching others fly while you crawl can break you faster than any deal ever could. But Chloe keeps crawling. Because she's not interested in the fast lane. She's walking the long road, barefoot, bruised, unbought. Just like Malcolm. The parallels are haunting. Two souls in different timelines, speaking the same truth. Success without integrity is just a prettier form of death. Malcolm built a legacy by refusing to lie on screen. Chloe is building hers by refusing to lie off it. And Hollywood, a place built on illusions, has always feared the truth, especially when it's wrapped in black skin, brilliance, and boundaries. So the system does what it does best: it isolates. It turns the crowd against them. It manufactures lack of connection. It suppresses, delays, manipulates. But the ones who don't fold, they're the ones whose stories echo long after the applause stops. The industry didn't want Malcolm to speak truth anymore, so nature was blamed. The industry doesn't want Chloe to rise without compromise, so silence is assigned. But the echoes of their choices are louder than any campaign. Because in a business where the sellouts rise fast but fall faster, the ones who move slowly but cleanly end up immortal. And immortality doesn't come from streams, plaques, or press. It comes from saying no when everyone else is screaming yes. It comes from choosing truth when lies are easier. It comes from drowning but never dying. That's the real rebellion, the real danger, and the real legacy. If you felt that, if you see what's happening, if you're tired of watching real artists suffer while puppets thrive, then do something. Don't just scroll. Don't just watch. Comment, "I won't sell my soul." Share this with someone who still believes in real art. And remember, the truth is still breathing, but only if we protect those who choose to live it.